So I originally thought that this Spartan cosplay was going to be a total disaster, but 23,000 rhinestones later, and I think it's one of my favorite cosplays that I've ever worked on. Last week's progress was a little slow. I didn't finish as many pieces as I had hoped, but in order to stay on track and to be ready for Emerald City Comic Con, I have to do the thigh pieces and the belt. Before I can start rhinestoning though, I need to test the fit and make sure that they don't cut off my circulation and also that they don't rub each other weird. Whew. Here's the belt. It is cutting off my circulation down by my knee. So here I'm just using my hot knife to cut off pieces from the lower part of the thigh piece to give my knees a little bit more room to breathe. Okay, let's try on the thigh pieces and make sure that they fit before we start covering them in rhinestones. Okay, so the front part has these two lines here. Oh my gosh, they fit so much better. Okay, so the thigh pieces don't cut into me as long as they're held up like this. So I'm gonna have to get some straps and probably make sure that they stay up. I feel like a robot. Enough fooling around, let's get to bedazzling. The first thigh piece here is finished. This took me probably around 20 hours to do. And this is just one thigh piece. The other thigh piece I haven't even touched yet. I haven't done anything with the inner piece here. This piece here might take an additional 20 hours and I don't think I have that time before Emerald City Comic Con. So let's try this on again. So I was thinking this inner piece that is mostly inside my thigh, that isn't the focal point of the thigh piece, I'm thinking of just covering it in glitter. I think I'm going to regret this, but I think glitter is the best course of action here. One moment. Right? I don't know. I think it'd be cool to have this all glittery. I don't know. I think it's also a bold move because glitter gets everywhere. So I recently switched to the Gem Tack glue because I didn't really feel comfortable using the E7000 glue, knowing how toxic it is for you. Even though I was wearing gloves and a respirator, Gem Tack glue just makes me feel so much safer using this instead. And I'm thinking because it dries transparent, dries crystal clear right on the packaging, right next to non-toxic, I think I'm going to use this glue to also put the glitter on. Okay, so after I covered this thigh piece in the white glitter, I wasn't a huge fan of what it looked like. So I found this pink ice glitter, which is pretty much the same color as the paint that I used underneath the rhinestones, and I love it so much more. But the glitter is kind of like flaking off, and I want to give it a little bit more dimension, so I think I'm going to spray a clear top coat on top of the glitter. But the issue is, if I spray the top coat on top of the rhinestones, I could impact their sparkle. So I'm gonna have to find a way to cover the rhinestones so I can spray the top coat on the glitter only. So here I am just using some plastic wrap and some painter's tape. And since I'm so happy with how the glitter on the first piece turned out, I am doing it to the second piece before I'm rhinestoning it. While we wait for the top coat to dry on our thigh pieces, I would like to assemble the shoes. The shoes are made out of 3 pieces: the shoe part, this front part, and then this back part. Also, the shoes are way too big for me, but that's by design. It's so they don't have these itty bitty teeny tiny Spartan feet and this huge armor, right? So I have some upholstery foam so I can put them into the shoe. It says cuts easily into any shape with a photo of some scissors. So that's what we're gonna try to do. I don't know if it's the foam or my scissors. I have this knife. This knife it is. Now let's cut this in half. This goes in here like this. I'm actually surprised by how little padding I need in the shoes for them to be comfortable. And for them to stay on, they're not slipping off my feet or anything. This is really cool. But by now, the top coat of the thigh pieces should be finished drying, so I'm gonna get back to rhinestoning that. So here are the thigh pieces. They're fitting pretty well. I feel like I look like a Pixar mom. Look at these thighs. As you can see, we met our goal. We got the thigh pieces and the belt done. Next week, we're gonna have to do everything else so we can get it ready in time for Emerald City Comic Con. I'm gonna be so shiny. And that's it for this week. Whether you have been here since the beginning of this journey or if you're just hopping in for the first time, I'm so glad you're here. If you had a good time, feel free to subscribe. I post about once a week, but I don't have a specific day that I post on yet. But there's always more to come, especially the final look of this Spartan cosplay. Thank you for spending a little part of your day with me, and I'll see you in the next one.